Hi everybody, today I'm going to be having a look at the sun, one of the finer contributions to UK publishing. We're going to be looking at terms, words that are used in a tabloid. A tabloid is a small newspaper that opens like this. We're looking at useful journalistic terms used in the UK press. Lovely. Lovely. I hope you enjoy my words that I'm going to be giving to you today. Make sure that as we're going along, you practice saying them too. I don't want you sitting there like this. That's no good. You're going to say the words back to me, okay? So, on page number 7, I read about an obsessive mum and dad. Look at them. They're talking about their little child. They're really thinking about what they should do with the child. They are helicopter parents, okay? They have a lot of money, right? And they can afford to give anything to their child, but they think a bit too much about that child. We call them helicopter parents, yeah? Great. Now, I turn to page 11, and it's this person, Eureka Johnson, and she is showing me some arguments. Now, she makes a good point about Miley Cyrus, and she goes, boom, okay? If you're having a bit of a conversation with a friend and you win the argument, you go, boom, okay? It's an exclamation mark to show that you won the argument. This is an exclamation mark. You're shouting out. X out, clamo, the Latin word to shout. Yeah, I'm a bit of a boffin, clever person. Now, I turn to page, I think it was 12, and I'm reading all about the economy. And the EU is in trouble, the European Union, right? So what do we call it? Eurogeddon, okay? All this language, it's exaggerated. Yeah, it's silly language. We make it like a disaster movie because bad news sells. Eurogeddon, obviously we get that from Armageddon, end of the world, the EU in trouble. Now, some poor girl's got bitten by a dog. Where was she? But look at the use of verb. We say that she's been mauled. Yeah? A savage is like a wild person. The dog has savaged her so much, she's got blood bursting out. Yeah, savage, mauled. She's actually just been bitten by a dog, but, we exaggerate. These are strong verbs. Strong, yeah, strong. Oh dear, there's a man wearing tights. Look at him, he's called David Beckham. What do we call these man tights? We call them Mantyhose. Yep, that is the correct word for man tights. Not quite sure why Bex is wearing them here, but there we are. Bex, Mantyhose. So some people have been criticising David Beckham's choice of man tights here. In fact, they've been slamming them, yeah? Because the sun likes to exaggerate, yeah? So it's slamming it. Yeah, it's not just saying, Bex, not a very appropriate choice of underwear. They've slammed it. Slam, yeah? You slam the door. That's how badly they've criticised it. They've said he's a little bit different, but they haven't just said he's a little bit different. They've called him a loony. Yeah, that's really rude to call someone a loony. He's completely mad. And the new launch, okay, it didn't go very well. So they don't just say that it went badly. Something can go badly or it can go well. They say that it flopped. Yeah, it flopped. So we could talk about this, the opening weekend of a film, the premiere of a film, and it flopped, okay? No one went to go and see the film. And if I look on page 15, if I remember correctly, we have a first time that the story has been told. Yeah, revenge slayer. Okay, so this is a world exclusive. World exclusive means the first time it has been told. Okay, it's just sort of, again, exaggerated. It sounds really important. A world exclusive. Showing off his legs in a photo, we call that leg bombing. See this lovely lady here? She's showing off her legs. She's sticking in her legs. She's leg bombing. We're not talking about a bomb. Okay, we're talking about the surprise caused by showing a bit of leg. Uh-oh. Now, if I turn to page 3, I see a bit of a stunner. Okay, so stunner is word for good looking. Now, what I want you to do is become a bit of a boffin, a clever person, and go to the quiz and get 10 out of 10 and never buy this newspaper. Thank you. You'll become much more of a boffin if you read a slightly more intellectual newspaper. Thank you very much for watching today. We've had an obsessive mum and dad, a helicopter parent. Boom! You're going to win your arguments. Are you in trouble? We hope not, but if it is, it's Eurogeddon. I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Well done for watching today. And really go out there, read some English papers. You can get them online as well if you're not in the UK. So keep reading, keep learning. Until next time, see you later.